Iran's military strategy for targeting U.S. air bases in the Middle East would likely rely on a coordinated, multi-domain approach. By combining its missile arsenal, drone capabilities, and proxy forces, Iran aims to overwhelm American defenses and inflict significant damage. Among the high-value targets, Iran would likely prioritize are Al Udeid Air Base in Qatar, naval support activity NS at Bahrain, multiple U.S. military bases in Iraq, and Al Dhafra Air Base in the United Arab Emirates. This approach reflects Tehran's broader strategic objectives: deterring U.S. military intervention, retaliating decisively in the event of conflict, and asserting its influence across the region. One of the most probable targets in a direct confrontation is Al Udeid Air Base in Qatar. As the largest U.S. military installation in the Middle East, it hosts around 8,000 American troops and serves as the regional headquarters for U.S. Central Command. The base plays a crucial role in supporting air operations across the region and is a central pillar of the U.S. military presence in the Gulf. To strike Al Udeid and similar bases, Iran could deploy ballistic missiles such as the Fatih-110, which has a range of about 300 kilometers, or the QM-1, capable of reaching up to 800 kilometers. If it uses a proximity fuse, it may detonate just above the surface, airburst, to maximize fragmentation and increase the affected area. Complete destruction of unarmored structures and lethal to unprotected personnel. Extreme overpressure, possibly 100 to 300 psi in this zone, will destroy hardened aircraft shelters, fuel tanks, and command posts if directly hit. Depending on where these missiles are launched from, they pose a credible threat to key U.S. installations across the Gulf. In Bahrain, the Naval Support Activity NS at Base serves as the headquarters of the U.S. Naval Forces Central Command and the U.S. Fifth Fleet. With more than 9,000 American personnel stationed there, it is the only permanent U.S. naval shore base in the Middle East. Its port facilities are capable of accommodating aircraft carriers and amphibious ships, making it a vital maritime hub. Given NSA Bahrain's role, Iran may also target U.S. warships in port or operating in nearby waters. It possesses a highly developed arsenal of anti-ship cruise missiles, launched from coastal batteries or naval platforms, which can threaten U.S. naval superiority in the Persian Gulf. Iran may also exploit proxy forces in Yemen and pro-Iranian militias in Iraq to launch indirect attacks or stir instability within Bahrain itself. In Kuwait, the U.S. maintains a strong presence at Camp Arifshan and Ali Al Salem Air Base, which together host around 13,500 troops as of 2021. These facilities act as key operational and logistical hubs, particularly for U.S. missions in Iraq and the broader Gulf region. Since I've been traveling to the UK and Ireland recently, we've had to rely on airport Wi-Fi, which can be dangerously insecure. Using Surfshark VPN, it not only encrypts our data, but also changes our IP address, allowing us to appear virtually anywhere in the world. Now take a look at my Netflix account. As you can see, I'm currently set to Ireland. You have hundreds of countries to choose from. When you found the country you're looking for, simply click it. In this case, I choose a US server. And just like that, you're in Netflix US. Beyond streaming, Surfshark VPN also includes robust antivirus protection to shield your devices from viruses, malware, ad trackers, and third-party snooping. And finally, with just a single Surfshark VPN subscription, you're not only covering yourself, you can also protect your friends, family, or even your entire city if you really wanted to. So go to our link surfshark.com/AITELI by buying through the promo link. You'll get 4 extra months free, assured by a 30-day money-back guarantee. A Soviet-era P-21 with solid booster and liquid fuel anti-ship missile, produced during the Cold War, is employed for the attacking mission. When launched, the first stage booster fires off for 2 to 3 seconds, after which the second stage takes off. It searches for a target using analog radar. When locked and ready, it can destroy a ship using a hollow-shaped charge warhead. This has the potential to either destroy or sink a cargo ship if it hits at the right angle. Scenario 2. This involves the use of a Soviet-era missile that was re-engineered by the Iranians, converting it into an anti-ship missile. The converted SA-2 missile can be launched from within 45 kilometers or 28 miles from the target. Take, for example, the U.S. destroyers sailing through the Red Sea. The Houthis' forces fired 3 anti-ship ballistic missiles capable of traveling at a speed of Mach 3.5, along with 2 land attack cruise missiles in the southern Red Sea over a 10-hour period that commenced at approximately 6:30 in the morning on December 26. These actions create a psychological impact and disrupt trade routes. Fortunately, the U.S. destroyer's defense system kicks in and successfully destroys the incoming threats. As a result, there was no damage to ships in the area and no injuries were reported. Speaking of Iraq, several U.S. military bases are located relatively close to Iran's western border. Their proximity places them well within range of Iranian missile strikes, adding to the strategic and tactical complexity of the region's security landscape. Iran's missile forces are dispersed across hardened underground bases and mobile launchers, which enhance their survivability and make rapid, surprise strikes more feasible. These launch platforms are designed to withstand preemptive attacks and deliver quick retaliatory blows. In terms of targeting, Iran would likely aim to paralyze air operations by striking runways, fuel storage facilities, aircraft shelters, command centers, and logistics nodes. The objective would be to degrade U.S. combat capability quickly and limit its ability to respond effectively. This is Tower 22, which houses a small U.S. logistics outpost located in Jordan's northeast close to the borders with Iraq and Syria. Now let's examine how this incident might have occurred. A one-way drone, flying at a very low altitude, crashed and exploded into one of the barracks where the soldiers were sleeping, causing chaos and resulting in the loss of lives for several U.S. soldiers. However, here's the million-dollar question: how the U.S. air defense system failed to counter the enemy drone. As an American drone was returning from a mission, the air defenses were turned off to allow this friendly drone to land. As a result, the Coyote interceptor drones, which are the air defense system, was disabled to avoid friendly fire. At this moment, a kamikaze drone struck the U.S. Tower 22 barrack. Since we honestly do not know which type of Iranian drone hit the U.S. base, these are the possible one-way UAS, or, in simpler terms, kamikaze drones that were responsible for the attack. Farther south in the United Arab Emirates, the U.S. operates out of Dhafra Air Base. This key installation hosts a range of advanced aircraft, including F-16s, A-10s, F-22 Raptors, and surveillance drones like the MQ-9 Reaper and RQ-4 Global Hawk. The 380th Air Expeditionary Wing, with roughly 5,000 personnel, is also stationed there. Like other U.S. bases in the region, Dhafra lies well within range of Iranian missile systems and would be a high-priority target if tensions escalated into open conflict. We make original videos from scratch, so please do subscribe and hit the notification bell for more videos.